Ik ben Pauline Roelants. Ik ben onderdeel van dans performancegezelschap United Cowboys uit Eindhoven in Nederland. Maybe you remember me or us, United Cowboys, because we were here already 2 years ago to create Reminiscent Swan Lake in the double bill. Now we are back. In the meantime, they also created with other choreographers Sleeping Beauty. So with the Nutcracker now that we are creating, we have all the 3 ballets of Tschaikowsky covered with Tanzkassel. This creation, Nutcracker, is going to be a little size bigger even, because we are now creating it in the Opernhaus and especially in the Raumbühne Antipolis. It's the super nice scaffold kind of situation they created in the big space, meaning that also audience is allowed to be there in the back, in the side. So it's a big challenge, really a big challenge. Also because you have to think a little bit 360 degrees around, because there's audience everywhere. You cannot hide, I always say to the dancers, you cannot hide. They are everywhere. But that's also a nice situation for us, because we are known in Europe because we create a lot of biotop concepts, meaning that we create worlds, temporary worlds on locations, in theaters, in musea, where we put in dancers and musicians, and the audience is allowed to walk around, go away and come back again. So that refers a little bit on this Antipolis, but also a conventional theater. So the both combined is a big challenge for us. Big that we also do with a big team, a large team, because we have 30 dancers, an actress, 2 musicians and a whole team around. You know, like Tanzkassel always offers a lot of people around. United Cowboys doesn't tell so much a story. We don't work narrative, we work associative. We combine the content by putting together the different elements. So we have, of course, dance, we have sound and music, we have video, we have a large scenery, and all together it makes the content. So not the synchronity or the chronology of a story, whatever, but associations on images, even on sound that comes from the Nutcracker. By that we transform the Nutcracker a little bit more to these times, to nowadays society and life. In the Nutcracker original, there are a lot of stereotypes used, like the Chinese and the Arabian and the Russian dance. And we thought in this time, in nowadays, it's very, very, very important to highlight individuality and identity, diversity, all very important themes and topics nowadays. With this new generation, young dancers, we would like to express this and to invite people to move towards each other instead of apart, and to be generous to each other, to have respect, to listen to each other, to be curious, most of that, to be curious for the unknown also, for the things you are not so much used to look beyond things. We don't want to state or point out or put up a finger, this is how we need to do all this. The more we ask questions, we don't even want answers, we want questions that invite to new questions, because only in that way we think we can leave everything open to different interpretations. And that's the invitation for the Nutcracker also, to let yourself sort of be overthrown by the images and the dances and the sound and the scenery and the situation in this Antipolis. And then afterwards you can put your brain on again, and you are happily invited to observe this and absorb this in your own way.